So I have had 5 surgeries throughout my life, starting at age 3. So I walk with a limp. It primarily affects my legs. Asked my doctor if I would go off in the airports through the metal detectors, and he said no.
Okay, so you have to walk down this long.
And this would be I don't want to cry. This would be the first surgery I've had without my mom. But my doctor did not like it. He said it was too flimsy. Or later on that night, and brought me this. We'll see what he says. So I'm nervous and scared. I am off to the hospital to visit with an orthopedic surgeon. I'm fine, but anytime I get a referral to an orthopedic, I usually end up having surgery. So for those of you that don't know, I have cerebral palsy and I've had it since I was a child. So I walk with a limp. It primarily affects my legs, and cerebral palsy affects your motor skills. And it is a form of brain damage. So I have had 5 surgeries throughout my life, starting at age 3. And the last one I had was in 2008. And that one was a doozy. They literally, my right leg was turning in, and my doctor said if I didn't correct it soon, when I was older, it would create a lot of back issues for me. So they ended up breaking that leg, rotating it out, putting a plate in for it to heal. And that was extremely painful. The recovery was horrible. I literally had to learn how to re-walk. Not just re-walk from putting pressure on a broken leg, but my leg was used to turning in. So it was a lot. But because of the pain, I didn't want them to go back in and take the plate out. So I still have that plate to the day. I asked my doctor if I would go off in the airports through the metal detectors, and he said no. I was like, great, leave it in. But for whatever reason now, I am now flat-footed. So when I stand up, my right foot just drops and becomes flat, and then my ankle's starting to compensate for it. So I've been wearing an ankle brace, but it's just getting worse, and now it's starting to affect my knee. So we'll see what he says. Buenas, ¿cómo estás?
Okay, so you have to walk down this long hall to get to orthopedics. I would hate this if I were in a lot of pain or on crutches, but this is life.
That kind of went better than expected. So first orthopedic in a while that has asked to see how I walk. The last doctor I visited in the US just had me stand up, watch my foot, and didn't even ask to see how I walked. And that was troubling to me. You should at least see how it's affecting my legs beyond just what my foot is doing. So I like the fact that he asked to see that. He wants me to get some x-rays, so I'll share that process with you guys later. You first have to get a ticket at this kiosk. Choose which procedure you are there for, and a ticket will print out, and then you'll have to wait for your number to be called. I really liked the view for the waiting area. It was relaxing. Once your number is called, the representative will collect information like your ID, cell phone, email, emergency contact, any insurance that you might have, and then you pay for your bill. I was able to use my disability card for a discount. This card gives you the same discounts as the Jubilados and is 20% off doctor's visits and 15% off hospital services if no insurance applies. They then give you a fancy wristband, and then you go back to the seating area and wait to be called back for your screening. So they ended up taking 4 or 5 x-rays, and this was the x-ray room and the changing area. So I have been wearing this ankle brace. It has a lot of wear and tear, but my doctor, and it has mud from my recent trip to the Dominican Republic, but my doctor did not like it. He said it was too flimsy and didn't give a lot of support. So he gave me a contact information for someone to give me a new one. He asked for some information regarding my shoe size, what types of shoes I had, and then he came the same night and brought me this. It is much sturdier. It has 2 hard supports, and hard to do this with my hand. But inside, it also has like air padding, which is nice. So I have been walking around with this one for a while, and I like it. And now I just have to learn how to walk with this one because it's giving me more support, and everything has to adjust. But I ended up ordering more online just in case something happens to this one. The cost for the brace and house visit was $75. He also showed me how to put it on and made me walk around with it before he left. So my doctor got the results from the x-rays, and I have to read what he said because it was in Spanish. And he said, there is a length difference of 1.7 centimeters, which does not require medical intervention. My body compensates for it. The right foot is flattened. There is a little wear and tear. I don't like to hear that, but it makes sense. And then it does not require surgery if it doesn't hurt you. Well, it hurts me, but it's tolerable, and wearing the ankle brace helps. So I'm just going to wait and see. If it progressively gets worse, I'll go back to him and see what he says. I might ask him what type of surgery, the recovery, and how much it costs. I think I'll do that. But what this kind of tells me, one is I'm just conditioned to expect the worst, or I plan for the worst out of my experiences with other doctors. It's out of fear and it's out of association of pain, but I'm glad he said I don't have to have surgery unless it hurts. The other thing is, if I do have to have surgery here, this would be my first time having a medical procedure done outside of the United States. So that will be an interesting experience, especially when you have a lot of pain and you don't know the language. Like I would have to learn certain words before the surgery, like pain, it hurts, my muscular. I might be able to navigate it, but there are certain terms I would need to learn. And this would be I don't want to cry, this would be the first surgery I've had without my mom. Okay. She passed away in 2022. So we'll see.